Hello everyone, welcome to Maths Network. Today we will be solving a nice question on radical equation, which is if a equals to root of 3 plus root 8, what is the value of a cube plus 1 upon a cube equal to? This sum looks very hard at starting, but actually it's easy to solve. Let's get started. First guys, we will be simplifying 3 plus root 8 because we will be needing its simplified version later. So we can write this as 2 plus 1 plus root 8. Now guys, we will simplify root 8. So we can write this as 2 plus 1 plus root of 4 multiplied by 2. Now here we use a law of square roots that for any variable root of x multiplied by y, it equals to root x multiplied by root y. So when we apply that law here, we will get 2 plus 1 plus root 4 multiplied by root 2. Now guys, we open up root 4 as 2, so it will be 2 plus 1 plus 2 multiplied by root 2. Now guys, we will write 2 and 1 in their different form, which is root 2 whole square, which is same as 2 plus 1 square plus 2 root 2. And now guys, we see that this is in the form of an identity rule that for any variable x square plus y square plus 2xy, it equals to x plus y whole square. So when we simplify this in the form of this identity, we will get 3 plus root 8 equal to root 2 plus 1 whole square. So now guys, we can write a equal to whole root of root 2 plus 1 whole square. So guys, here the square and the root will get cancelled and we get a equal to root 2 plus 1. And similarly guys, the value of its reciprocal, which is 1 upon a, will equal to 1 upon root 2 plus 1. Now guys, in our next step, we will be finding the value of a plus 1 upon a. So right now we can write this as root 2 plus 1 plus 1 upon root 2 plus 1. Here guys, we see that the denominator is an irrational number, so we have to rationalize it by multiplying the numerator and the denominator by the conjugate of the denominator. Guys, a conjugate is a pair of binomials with identical terms but parting opposite arithmetic operators in the middle of these similar terms. For example, p minus q is the conjugate of p plus q. Means guys, the expression is the same but the sign is reversed. So here it will be root 2 plus 1 plus 1 upon root 2 plus 1 multiplied by root 2 minus 1 upon root 2 minus 1. Now guys, we write this as root 2 plus 1 plus root 2 minus 1 multiplied by 1, which is root 2 minus 1 upon root 2 plus 1 multiplied by root 2 minus 1. Now guys, the denominator is in the form of an identity rule that for any variable x plus y multiplied by x minus y, it equals to x square minus y square. So we can write this as root 2 plus 1 plus root 2 minus 1 upon root 2 whole square minus 1 square. Guys, here the square and the root will get cancelled and now we will have root 2 plus 1 plus root 2 minus 1 upon 2 minus 1, which is 1. Now it will be root 2 plus 1 plus root 2 minus 1. Now guys, we open up the brackets and we will get root 2 plus 1 plus root 2 minus 1. Here the positive and negative one will get cancelled And guys, we get a plus 1 upon a equal to 2 root 2. Guys, we mark this up because we will be needing it later. And now guys, we will be finding the value of a cube plus 1 upon a cube. For doing so, we will use an identity that for any variable x cube plus y cube, it equals to x plus y whole cube minus 3xy multiplied by x plus y. So guys, when we apply this identity here, we will get a plus 1 upon a whole cube minus 3 multiplied by a multiplied by 1 upon a multiplied by a plus 1 upon a. Guys, here this a and a will get cancelled, and now we replace a plus 1 upon a by its value, which is 2 root 2. So now it will be 2 root 2 whole cube minus 3 times 1, which is 3, multiplied by 2 root 2. Now here we use an exponential law that for any variable x multiplied by y whole raised to z, it equals to x raised to z multiplied by y raised to z. So guys, when we apply this law here, we will get 2 cube multiplied by root 2 whole cube minus 6 root 2 after doing the multiplication. So now guys, we write 2 cube as 8 and open up the bracket of root 2 whole cube. So it will be root 2 multiplied by root 2 multiplied by root 2 and then minus 6 root 2. As here we see that this root 2 multiplied by root 2 will be 2. So it will be 8 multiplied by 2 root 2 minus 6 root 2. Guys, when we do the multiplication, we will get 16 root 2 minus 6 root 2. And now guys, when we do the subtraction, we will get the final answer that a cube plus 1 upon a cube equals to 10 root 2. And that's the answer of our question, guys. If you learned anything new in the video, do like the video, and if you are new to the channel, do subscribe the channel. Thank you. Bye.